2 News at Noon begins now.
The state Senate passed a bill aiming to protect the privacy of Washington voters. What protection this bill would provide.
We had another day with some patchy fog, but we'll start to turn our attention to rain hitting this weekend.
And 12s are showing their excitement for this weekend loud and proud in Spokane Valley. We show you how fans are keeping up the energy. Hi there, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Brandon T. Jones filling in for Laura Papetti today. And it's a big day because it's the day before we go officially into Super Bowl weekend. We'll start things off outdoors in the Weather Center with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Thomas, how are you feeling, my friend? What do you think about this upcoming game? And it looks like you got a little bit of Seahawk blue right there behind you as well, right?
Yeah, a little bit on the tie. A little bit in the weather map. I love, by the way, my weather maps that do appear blue and green. It's just like, yeah, of course, Seahawks pride all along. I am definitely looking forward to the game this Sunday. And I'll tell you what, since it is in Santa Clara, Bay Area, they often get fog, right? San Francisco's notorious for that. So we're kind of feeling a little bit, though, in a different way here. Still extremely cloudy overhead here, and it's just kept temperatures pretty much flatlined in just the mid-30s. It wasn't exactly as foggy, but not by very much. The cloud's just hanging a couple hundred feet above our heads at the moment. So visibilities are okay, but if we're locked underneath the cloud cover, we're going to be hard-pressed to get out of the 30s for a second straight day. If it were sunny, it'd be 50 degrees, because that was the case in Pullman. Just doesn't feel like it. I will mention the airport is reporting some rain, and I took a scope at Doppler radar, and there isn't anything. This is just really thick cloud cover. So I'm thinking that it might feel a little misty if the cloud cover is this low, but it's not like a true rainfall. It's definitely dry enough as it is. That will change over the weekend. But as mentioned, for those that are lucky enough to be going to the Super Bowl, for our friends who are already in the Bay Area, they've been enjoying amazing weather. And Sunday's game will be mid-60s in San Francisco and staying dry, so expect no weather issues at all. Not a factor for Super Bowl 60.
All right, we'll check back in with Thomas just in a few moments, but we got to get back to the Seahawks and the 12s, of course, because the excitement, it continues to build up in the lead up to Super Bowl 60 on Sunday. The Seattle Seahawks take on the New England Patriots at Levi's Stadium, and fans here in the Inland Northwest, they're showing love for their home state team as well. KREM 2's Cody Proctor, she joins us now. Whoa, you hear all that noise right there behind her? Hey, how's it going, Cody? She's out at Vista Stadium, but Cody, why are you out at a baseball field? We're supposed to be talking about football, right?
I know, Brandon, we are supposed to be talking about football, and we will be talking about football, but I got to tell you, the reason we are out here at Vista Stadium right now is because in just a few minutes, the Spokane Indians and other Seahawks fans are showing off their love and support for the Seattle Seahawks in the lead up to the Super Bowl, and they're going to do so in just a moment by taking a photo with all of the fans who turned out today. In just a moment, you'll see the wide view at this time. Now, once everyone gets here, they will form the number 12 out on the field. Then right at 12-12, that's right, we got to talk about all the 12s, they'll snap a photo of everyone out on the field in that formation of 12. By the way, one of the folks that are out on the field today has played a significant role in the history of the Seahawks and in the history of the 12s. Tim Turner used to work in Seattle at Cairo News Radio, and it is because of him that we even have the 12s in the first place. He was behind the reason why the number 12 jersey was retired in honor of the fans. We'll be speaking with him just a little bit to talk about his story and that history, and I'll bring you his story later on tonight on KREM 2 News. But we got to get ready for that photo right now, because again, that's going to be taking place right at 12:12. I'm looking at my clock right here. That is less than 10 minutes away. So we got to get ready. We got to be out there to cover this, and we're going to bring you that here on KREM 2 News. Reporting live at Vista Stadium, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
All right, well, turning now to an update on breaking news we first brought you this morning. Today in North Spokane, 5 people are recovering from injuries they got in a house fire earlier today. The fire started on East Everett Avenue near North Nevada Street. Firefighters were called to the house around 4 o'clock this morning. This is a look at some of the damage from that house fire. And firefighters say the 5 people that were inside the house when it started All 5 have been taken to the hospital with minor injuries, including burns and smoke inhalation. An investigation is underway to determine what caused the fire. A bill that would protect voter privacy in Washington state passed the Senate this week. The bill would mean driver's licenses, social security numbers, and birth dates stay private. One of the bill's sponsors is State Senator Marcus Riccelli from here in Spokane. The bill comes after President Trump sued several states and threatened legal action against Washington state back in 2025 for refusing to provide voter information. The Trump administration says it was a way to find voter fraud.
It doesn't matter who's in the White House. This is a federal overreach, and we should do everything in our power and use our states' rights mentality to protect people's sensitive information.
If this bill becomes a law, anyone at the county level proven to have violated receives a felony charge and face a fine up to $10,000 and or up to 5 years in prison. Those against the bill say the punishment does not fit the crime. The Idaho Supreme Court decided that the state's private education tax credit is constitutional. The court unanimously said that the people challenging the parental choice tax credit did not show the law violated the state's constitution. The challengers were arguing that if taxpayer dollars were paying for private tuition-based education, then that's not open to all students. But the court disagreed. The program gives $50 million to private school expenses for Idaho families who register. It's about $5,000 per student.